Hi, this is Rad Rob at RIP Custom Guitars. In this video series, we're going to be documenting the MW Axe guitar build for Ryan Waste of Municipal Waste. This episode will be going over dimensioning raw lumber, gluing blanks, and making templates. Every guitar build starts out with a full-size plan. Here we have a drawing of the MW Axe. Using the plan, we can determine what size our raw material needs to be milled to. For the neck on this build, we'll be using 4/4 mahogany that we're going to thickness plane to 7/8. The body blank is 8/4 mahogany that we're going to thickness plane down to 1 3/4 inch thick. Once we're finished thickness planing, we're going to joint the two edges and then we'll be ready to rip the neck blank on the table saw. We're going to rip the 7/8 inch mahogany into 2.5 inch wide pieces. So the final blank dimensions, when laminated, will be 2 5/8 inch by 2.5 inch by 45 inches long. Now that I'm finished ripping the pieces, I'm going to apply wood glue, spread evenly, and get the blank in clamps. First, I'm going to put clamps on the side of the joints to prevent slipping and keep the blank relatively square while under clamping pressure. Next, I'm going to clamp the faces of the joint, alternating clamps between the nearest and farthest edge for even pressure across the joints. Once all the clamps are on, I will go back and retighten them again to make sure that the seam on the joint is tight. While the glue joints on the neck blank set up, we'll work on making templates. For this template, I'll be using 3/4 inch MDF. I will place carbon transfer paper on top of the template material and then use a stylus and a straight edge to trace the full-size drawing to the MDF. I'll repeat the process to make the headstock template as well. After transferring the drawings to the MDF, I'll head over to the bandsaw and rough cut out the templates. For the inside corners, I'm going to use a Forstner bit to drill some holes so I have some room to maneuver the bandsaw blade. The templates are sanded to final dimension using the belt sander, disc sander, and drum sander on the outside edges. On any sections of the template that have inside corners, we'll be using the router table. With scraps of MDF that have been sanded straight on the belt sander, I'll attach them to the template using double stick tape. So we've processed the raw lumber. I have the neck blank gluing, and then we've started making the templates. So in the template process, whenever I'm making a symmetrically shaped guitar, flying bees, I will make half a template, and then I'll use the half template to make a full template of both sides so they're identical. You could just freestyle it, but we're not about that here. Now that the neck blank has been in clamps for a couple hours, we're going to remove all the clamps and then scrape off the excess glue. Typically, it takes 24 hours for the glue joints to reach full strength, so we'll avoid putting any stress or shaping the blank until 24 hours is up. Now that the blank is out of clamps, I'm going to use the sharpened scraper to remove the excess glue. Typically, I avoid removing wet glue because it smears into the grain and can cause issues when you're painting, particularly if you're doing a transparent finish. That wraps up this first episode of the MW Axe build. Thanks for watching.